Hi, it is April 23rd, 2009. I've been on testosterone for 3 weeks, and I've got my changes written down, so we can go through this. Alright, first of all, growth. I've actually I've grown a half an inch taller. We were having a little bit of trouble with our measuring scale we have, but I'm pretty sure we measured it right, and about half an inch taller. Might be a little bit different. Oh yeah, and our more scientific method of measurement is that Angie used to be able to stand on her tippy toes and kiss me. Now she can only reach my chin. So scientific there. Also, my feet have gotten a little bit bigger. The measurement's a little bit different, and I can feel it in my shoe. My shoes were pretty snug, like perfect fit. Now they're getting a little tight, so it's fine because they're falling apart anyway, so good excuse to buy some new ones. Also, my muscle growth has been pretty stable. The beginning of the week I really didn't exercise like I've been exercising, so I didn't really see a lot of muscle growth, but in the last couple of days I started back doing my exercises and it's growing really fast again. So exercise definitely helps. And I've actually gained about 6 pounds since I started back exercising, which I'm assuming is all muscle, and I've grown a lot. So, once I do my measurements next week, I'm doing measurements every Monday, I'll know for sure. Also, if you haven't noticed, my voice has definitely been deepening. I lost a lot of those higher notes, especially when I'm talking like when I'm excited. Or when I'm trying to sing. I can still hit the notes, but I can't really belt them out like I used to. And I love singing. I love singing high-pitched stuff, so it's kind of sad. But I can sing stuff like Frollo. I think I mentioned this in my last video. Frollo from Hunchback of Notre Dame. Love his songs. I can finally sing them, which is awesome. It's also doing the random pitch change thing that you see in
Brady Bunch.
Brady Bunch, yeah, exactly. Brady Bunch, where when people go through puberty. So, sometimes it squeaks a little bit and it's kind of annoying, but that's alright. That'll go away sooner or later. Also, my breasts have gotten smaller, which is great. They're being replaced by my pecs, which are getting bigger. They're pretty much, even without my binder, they actually look pretty flat. I did have a binder custom made for me by my partner Angie, which is awesome because everything I've been getting she's been custom making for me. Just turn it off. So she custom made this binder for me by just combining a few different bras, taking different pieces from different ones to make it more like a binder, which is awesome and really, really exciting. The other thing I have noticed is that I've been warmer. Angie says that I feel warm all the time, like I always have a fever. I haven't checked temperature or anything yet, but that might be a good idea to start doing. And also, I've noticed that my pee feels warmer coming out of me, which is kind of weird, and I've never heard that before, so I just want to put it out there. It feels really hot, and so it's a really different feeling. And again, I've never heard anybody say that before, so I want to get that out there. Pee feels warmer coming out. Very interesting stuff. Hey, I think it's really interesting, so if I can get my phone to shut up, then we can get on with this. So other things I've mentioned, I've noticed, finally my sex drive has gone up. I was on my period for the first 2 weeks of testosterone, so I didn't really see much change there, but now that that's gone away finally, I'm starting to see that go up, which is great. It's very, very nice. I'm not like continuously always thinking about it, like I've heard some guys say, but it's definitely gone up, and that's really a good thing. Also, as far as mood goes, I've definitely noticed that my temper has increased, and I wouldn't say temper. I can just take things a little less, and that's something that I've heard a lot. So, if a customer upsets me at work, I get a little frazzled. if one of my coworkers upsets me, I get frazzled a lot easier. And whereas before I wouldn't have ever said anything about it, now I have to get it out. I have to say something. And there have been a couple instances when I've just had to go in the back hall and just bang on the wall a few times, just to calm myself down a little bit. Okay, so also definitely seeing continued growth of hair as well. Definitely some in the sideburns, my upper lip, and on and under the chin here. My pubic hair is changing patterns. It's now growing in an outward pattern, which I also thought was kind of interesting, because you hear about the hair growth on the head a lot, but not a lot about there, which I didn't know, but it's really cool that it's changing. And definitely my appetite has increased. I also find that I'm craving foods instead of just being hungry like I was before. Testosterone, I noticed that now there's specific foods I want at specific times. So I won't just get hungry. I want hot dogs, or I want macaroni, and those are my big ones right now. But I want a Coke. Yeah, those are pretty much my big ones right now. But that's definitely interesting. It's actually kind of good, because I always try. Well, Angie wants me to make it a little easier to choose food, so it's nice when I actually know what I want instead of just whining about it. Which I've also been doing less, which is cool. I'm also noticing a lot more around me. I'm still able to focus a lot more, but I wouldn't say distracted, but I notice a lot more, and I'm actually distracted fully less. So I'll be looking around at other stuff, but I've got my task, I get it done, and I'm actually getting a lot more done than I think I've ever gotten done before, which is awesome, because I never finish anything, and now I'm finally finishing things, and it's a mixed emotion, because on one hand, I'm getting a lot done, but on the other hand, I don't feel like I'm getting a lot done, because I'm not doing as much, because I'm not used to finishing anything, so it kind of feels like I'm just not doing stuff. And the other thing I noticed that I thought was pretty cool is before testosterone, when I play music, I would have to turn my subwoofer off. Couldn't stand low tones because of the vibrations. It's always bothered me. I've always hated low vibrations. We were looking at a couple scientific studies and stuff, which were talking about how men actually can't hear higher pitched tones as well as females can. And which is why sometimes men don't hear what women have to say, is because if they're using a high-pitched voice, sometimes it's hard to tune in on those notes, which I actually thought was pretty interesting, and a good excuse. Just kidding. But so when I've been listening to music, I find that now I have to turn the subwoofer on, or else the music doesn't sound right. So I actually have the subwoofer now all the way turned up, and I'm not getting my headaches like I was before. So that's great, because I can listen to music full force now. Angie loves the subwoofer on, so we can both kind of be happy with the music now, and that's really awesome. So overall change, most important change I'm noticing is that I really am a lot happier. Things, once they bother me, it's over with. Overall, I think I'm happy probably 90% of the time. Before testosterone, it was probably 50-50, wouldn't you say? And now, 90% of the time, I would say that I am in a happy mood, if not more. And I've got to say, that's why I'm doing this. I mean, you can't even ask for a better side effect, which it's not a side effect. I know, we all know the reasons, but it's just great. I'm really, really happy about that, and I'm happy in general, which is awesome. So, again, today's April 23rd, 2009, and I've been on testosterone for 3 weeks. See you next week.